Hi, I'm Malkia Stampley. I am an actor and director from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my family and I are going to share with you a few tips that are helping us get through this pandemic when it comes to nutrition. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. So during this very unique time in our lives, a lot of things are turned upside down and you can feel helpless. And for me, I kept feeling like, what can I do to protect my family? What can I do? What part can I play? And because nutrition is so important to me, the question I kept asking myself was, how can I be responsible for my family's health? And in doing that, I settled down into three questions or three categories when it came to our nutrition and our health during this pandemic. What does my body need during this pandemic? Or how can I keep my immune system strong? So in asking that question, I knew I needed to wash my hands. I knew that I needed to wear a mask and wear protective gear. But the inside of my body, my immune system has to stay strong. So my family, we do have a morning regimen of multivitamins and smoothies that we make, and drinking lots and lots of water. Always drink a lot of water. But I honed in on three vitamins that I felt were really important for us. Vitamins D, A, and C. The vitamin D you can get from the sun. Spend some time outside. It just makes life so much better and your body absolutely needs it. And you can get your vitamin D, if not from the sun, you can get it from mushrooms and beans and spinach. And your vitamin A is really important for the surface tissue in your body and your immune system as well. And you can get those through orange and yellow fruits and veggies, so papaya or pumpkin and carrots and sweet potatoes, and your even dark green leafy vegetables. And vitamin C, which I feel like so many of us are already familiar with, you can get from, it's a great immune system builder. And you can get that from oranges, strawberries, kale, papaya as well. And then, like I said, the water. I do add a little bit of zinc and elderberry in there as well. And so for me, that's been really important in asking that question. How can I keep my immune system strong? And if you don't have vitamins, but you want to get them through food, however you get them, your body needs it and your body will thank you for it. When I first get up in the morning, I drink a large glass, maybe two, of water. And then I mentioned my regimen of my vitamins. I do that as well. And then smoothies are highly recommended. Because we have children, my husband and I, we need to make sure that we add in those nutrients that we know that they need and that we need, that we can't always depend on getting later on in the day. And so when I mentioned those vitamins D, A, and C, and zinc, I add those into my smoothies, those vitamin-rich foods. I love to add Brazil nuts. I love to add dates or avocado or hemp seeds, strawberries, apples, mango. It really, the sky is the limit. And when you add all those things into your smoothie, it's like this super, super duper power food that I think will help sustain you throughout the day, because I know that it certainly sustains me. Now, going to the bathroom regularly is really important for me, and I imagine for some of you as well. If you're not going regularly or if you're bloated, then those smoothies will help, and any other fiber-rich foods, and that water is really, really important. And so during this time, because there is a lot of stress, and I talked about that responsibility for my health, I know that eating more plant-based foods it really works for me. It's really important. So I challenge myself to add more veggies and add more unprocessed things to my meals. And so in your soups, just sneak in a few more veggies. And your applesauces for your kids, if you had hemp seeds or something you want to sneak in there for them, or your curries, your sandwiches, just power pack it with those fruits and vegetables, and I feel like it'll just give you all that energy, and it certainly does for me. And so I've challenged myself to make sure that I'm eating at least one big serving of raw veggies a day and at least one big serving of raw fruits in a day. And all of that is already in my smoothie in the morning. So highly recommend a smoothie. Now, I'm talking about comfort foods, or those treats, or those sometimes not so good for you things. Now, I am not judging anybody. And I will say, during this time, whatever health regimen I was on, all of it just was like blown to pieces. I have found that when I want that comfort food, like chips, let's just say chips, kettle chips. I love kettle chips. So with kettle chips, I found that it became number one on my grocery list. It was the thing that we would run out of first, that I found that we were buying bigger quantities of. And I had to ask myself, why am I eating so much kettle chips? And what is the connection? And I found that for me, it was more emotional. I needed something to grab onto. I needed something to just make me feel better in the moment. And so that fatty chip was just really great, but it wasn't great for me. It doesn't mean I can't have it, but in moments of stress or anxiety or even extreme excitement about something, if I'm turning towards a food that I know any other time is not so great for me, then I need to consider my relationship with that food or foods like that. So all of that has worked for me. And of course, I'm still learning, and I'm going through this with you all. And being an artist and in an industry that is definitely severely impacted at this time, I can say that my family and I, we are encouraged. We know that we are surrounded and supported by a wonderful family, and not just our blood family, but our artist family. And I am so grateful. I hope that these tips are helpful to you, and I wish you the best. Stay healthy, stay strong. We will get through this, and I'll see you on the other side.